time and time again, I make videos about low vibing people. I make videos about, who to be careful from. But I don't really tell you that and break it down to you that most people that we come across enjoy just being in complete drama. No matter what you do, no matter how good you tell them, no matter how you explain to them that, yo, you need to just focus on this and focus on that. And then you try to break it down to them in a way that, hey, it's not you, but your energy is all over the place. And no matter what they try to, no matter how much you try to explain to them, they just look at it as if it's just the other person. But a lot of people don't understand that if you get into so many you're getting into so many problems. Your energy is just all over the place. It's just so confusing, and consistently, if I'm around you, and then all you do is just get into problems, and you just taking my energy. For me, looking outside and looking at you as a person, I'm talking about that person who's always getting the problems. The only thing that person got in common with those people that they have problems with is they're the problem. Because all of us, right? And I'm sure that I've made videos about this before. We're seeking peace. We're seeking high vibing energy. And a lot of us had to work on our growth, especially me. I definitely had to work on my growth, and I'm still working on my growth because I know I'm not perfect. But we got people that no matter what you do, no matter what they say, they're just complete victims. It's never them. It's always someone else. And those are the people you have to be careful from, because those type of people are very dangerous. So before I get into the video, let me introduce myself, and I'm going to tell you the title of the video. This is Gene, your best friend, your new best friend. Today we're going to talk about the title of the video: Stop Trying to Save People Who Enjoy Their Own Trials. Meaning they enjoy getting into problems. So also, again, I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. Alright, let's get into the video. I know for me personally, and I have to use myself as an example, like I said, I ain't perfect. It was one time that I was cool with someone, and I noticed that every time I'm talking to this person, I'm always observant of what other people are doing, what this person is doing, how this person spoke to me, how this person is that. And I realized every time I spoke to the same person, of course, they always bring up stuff, and all I did was just listen and listen and listen. And they were always victims. Now, I'm not saying this person was a bad person, but at the same time, this person always had problems. Obviously, they'll never tell you that their energy was always off. Their energy was always, you could feel pain, you could feel, vulnerability. You could feel that, hey, this person just was seeking love, but at the same time, there was always hating. Me personally, I love people. At the same time, when I have friends, I love my friends. But I noticed that every time I said something to this person, at first the person would always agree with me, was cool with everything I said. But it got to the point where when I tell them my point of view, when it got real comfortable, this person wanted to argue with me. Arguing, at first you always, an example, you always seek my approval, what I thought, and you value my opinion. But now that I don't agree with what you got going on, and this person was very frustrated, obviously looking for love, he not getting what he wants. This person was completely always against what I had to say, and this person always had something to say, because guess what? He was my friend, and he felt like, okay, I'm supposed to just listen to him, which was control. But I realized when this person was not at peace. This person had a lot of growing to do. And here I am, me personally. I have good people around me. I have my cousin, shouts out to my cousin Leroy. He always tell me, yo, stop seeking people, that's telling you what they think. You seek things for yourself. You know what I mean? And you pray to God. He always tell me. And that's one of the reasons why I always bring up God, my Lord and Savior, because without him, I'm nothing. And he was just telling me, like, yo, everybody has their own growth. That friend of yours that's always trying to compete with you, he sounds like he's competing with you, he's jealous of you, and he has a lot of growth that he has growth that he has to work on. And my cousin was like, yo, you have your growth, and he's just bringing you down. Came a point when I realized I see his true colors. And this person, no matter what I did or tried to explain to him, you could feel the energy. The person was just like, you do little odd things. I'm not going to get too much into it. But today I can tell you I'm not this person's friend anymore, nor that I'm seeking to be friends with this person. I know I'm a forgiving person. I want to be like the Most High, like God. You should forgive. But there's some people you just can't accept back into your life. And one of the reasons was that this person, we stopped being friends, and I didn't really understand. I'm trying to explain to this person, trying to see what happened, why we was person who tried to avoid it. Got back into friends with this person. Yo, this person did not change. I worked on myself, did a lot of growing, put in the work, got peace, and what happened was, the minute I started being cool with this person again, guess what? This person always came back with just problems, telling me what's going on. So basically, I'm like, yo, you came back in my life and tried to talk to me and be cool with me just because I'm your friend. I'm the guy that that will listen to you and give you good advice. And you still, after a few months, you showed your true colors and still try to and that's what happened too. They'll even try to have problems with you. They'll get mad at you trying to tell them what they should do, which was maybe good advice. I know sometimes too, as a person, it's good to just sit and just listen, just let people vent, especially your friends, right? People are close to you. But when it comes to the point when someone is calling you back, and all they do is just have problems, it rings a bell. It's like, yo, what is it that you really want from me? What is it? And I had to learn, me personally, like, yo, when you get around certain people, and you get around people that you just, that are just not have peace, they're not going to bring peace into you. They're just taking your energy. They just have low vibing energy. And that's where you got to be careful from. Stay away from people that just have problems, yo. They just bring problems. They enjoy having problems. Because those people themselves don't want to change. And it's going to take some type of trauma, some type of, experience that they have to go through in life and learn that, hey, it's not everyone else, it's themselves. Sometimes we come in people's lives to just give them a lesson. But some people too, by the time they learn that lesson, it's already too late. So where I'm going with this is this. Stay away from people that just enjoys being in problems. Like, you could find people that, for example, the problems that they're in don't even, that problem that they're in, that they're getting into, them arguments, don't have nothing to do with them, but they chose to get into that situation because they enjoy having problems. It's almost like an example, and there's one more example before I let you go. You could get into a conversation with somebody and someone is in a relationship. There's people that are in relationships, in good relationships with a specific person, but that person just love to get into arguments. They just love to get into arguments with their specific loved one, their spouse, because They feel that that's how relationships are supposed to be. When realistically, when you get into a relationship, or you're in a relationship, or you're seeking peace, you're seeking someone to love, you're seeking someone you can build with, you're seeking someone that you can grow with, that you can have beautiful family, that you could raise the next generation. But some people, they're in relationships because they're into and enjoy getting into abusive relationships. They're into just destroying people. So where I'm going with this is this: stay away from people that just enjoys being in their own problems, man. They enjoy having problems, all right? So if you like this video, drop a comment down, say thank you, give some examples yourself. I like reading your comments. And I ask you guys to please like, share, subscribe to your best friend, your new best friend. And also in the comment below, in the description below, comment pin to the top, keep up with the latest luxury styles and trends at gorgeous271.com. All right. Again, please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.